Hello, everybody.
Hi.
I said, wave your hand when we're live, and she's back there doing this. So, welcome to Farmhouse Fabrics with Regena Karasch.
The Machina.
Regena the Machina. We might as well say it.
Hi, Fred.
And Fred might not be listening
no.
because Fred's wife is having surgery today, and she's been in my prayers.
Well,
Today's her day, and hopefully she'll be pain-free when she heals from that.
Well, I
so
hope
that's
so.
Denise,
Yeah.
and we can all say a prayer for Denise. And
That's for sure.
we sure do love you guys, and we love all of y'all for joining us. Plus, you gave us some great responses to our questions, and then so many of you said, "I can't wait for Regena to come." They like it when we. Sometimes we're not careful. Sometimes we get going and we forget that people are listening.
That's right.
Yeah.
and so we have to be very careful.
Yeah, that's right. But Regena has been busy, and she's made, oh my goodness, this is such sweet things. And she's used, I'm going to show you this little vintage pattern that she's used. This is Simplicity 1744. We'll pull a dress out and show what she did with that.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man, it's cute. It's got the cutest little tiny puffy sleeve. Then she's made something from the new Children's Corner Ava pattern. And that is very cute.
And using New Look. This is a New Look pattern. And I made a little skirt and top.
So tell them what number that is.
This is New Look 6465.
Tell them what you like about that.
Easy.
Is it easy too?
It is easy. It's super easy, and I love the back of this little pattern. This little top is so cute.
So what's cute about the back? It's
over. What do you call it? It's curved over.
It does this.
It folds over in the back, but it doesn't show anything when it's.
We'll give you a close up in a minute. And then what else do you have here?
Then I have a little Harper from Children's Corner, a birthday outfit. And then I have Bloomers by Bonnie Blue Hallie pattern. And then I have a scarlet top, is why I suggested the scarlet giveaway pattern.
That's right. This is going to be so adorable.
And that top goes with these bloomers, so.
Yep. So here's
pantaloons, I should say.
Yeah, they are. Yeah, they're cute.
They're not short.
Regena's dress in the autumn issue of 2018 is called Scarlet. And she did it in a summery version. Oh man, it's cute. It's cute. So.
And I put a little smocking in it, so.
Yeah.
Which is not in this pattern, but you can do it.
Well, you'll have to show your two little bonnets.
And I also made a bonnet. This is from the Classic Sewing.
Oh, that's the most recent one,
The most recent issue. So I just wanted everybody to know that it's super easy, but it's so pretty. And so if you need a little bonnet for something, you can just whip this right up.
And we'll give you more details.
Summer issue.
Summer issue.
And then this is Regena's Josie's Fun Bonnet hat. And I did this.
What size is that?
This is a 1-2.
It's cute.
So hopefully it's going to fit Emma's little niece.
Emma's little niece is going to be very well dressed because Emma is having a lot of fun shopping too. And Regena's having a lot of fun making baby things again.
Just filling in.
So just some of the other things we're going to show you. She's talking about shopping. Emma was looking around and she found garments that we actually have the fabric for.
Yeah.
They're pajamas. So we get a lot of fabrics that come from garment manufacturers, but we don't always know who they are. And then all of a sudden we found them. So we'll be showing you some of
these are just beautiful and so neat. Look at these
comfy PJs.
Yeah.
And they're satins and knits, and we have those fabrics. So we're going to show you that too.
Yeah. So we have lots of things to show you.
Yeah.
Lots of new fabrics.
So Regena gave us a sneak peek of a dress. I think we have to start with that, Regena.
Okay.
That is like beyond
We'll show
adorable.
you this one. When I was out here before and Sally and Stephanie were doing their Gab and Gush, and they talked about this fabric that had just come in, and so the whole time I was watching that, my head was going and I knew exactly what I wanted to do with it. So this is the dress.
So this fabric came from Spain, and I'm going to pull this off of, do I need to unbutton the bottom button to do it? Okay.
There you go.
Yeah. Oh, it's
Here's
so
the back.
cute, you guys.
And here's the front. And when I saw it, I wasn't real sure at the time exactly what pattern I was going to use, but I knew how I wanted it to look. So I went digging through all the patterns that I had, and I finally came up with this one, which is an vintage pattern. And it's really cute. The little bodice is what I wanted, and the little puff sleeve.
I'm going to flip around and go to the overhead for Facebook and YouTube. And
Okay.
then you can
Yeah.
get a peek of.
And I had made a doll dress once with had this sash in the front with tied on each side with a little bow, and I thought that's exactly what I want to do with
Look
this.
at that.
And so
at
this
that.
is how it came out.
Look at that cute pattern. And the little tiny puffy sleeve is so sweet.
And this little pattern, it has these little suspenders on it, but I was like, no, that I wanted the plain one, so that's the one I chose. And then I thought the front was plain, so it needed something, so I added these 3 little mother of pearl buttons, and to kind of do that. And I did the band on the sleeve with the
So
Swiss
now
organza.
come back to, because, okay, so you have silk organza on the sleeve and then a
Right.
silk organza
And silk
sash.
organza sash.
But I like what you did here, Regina. You've got
I
you've
just
got a
pulled it
silk
up
satin
and
ribbon
yeah, and I just
and pinched
used
it
that and
together.
pinched it together and tied it, and then I kind of did a little back stitch on it to hold it there.
And then what'd you do here on the side
And I
seam?
just sewed the sash down on the side seam so it wasn't going to come loose and lose it.
Because you know they're going to be running around at church and all of a sudden their sash is going to
Right.
be back
And
on the
you can,
back
on
40.
the front, when it needs to be washed, you can just take the ribbons off here and
Oh,
it can be snipped
right,
and
right.
washed.
But I want you to show them the whole fabric. This is a fabric from Spain that has a border on each side. And so Regina can show you how she's done that.
This is how it looks. So it has the border on this side, and then it has a piece in the center, and then it has this border. And so this was a size 6 pattern. And when I took out the bodice, I knew how long it needed. The skirt needed to be 17 inches long. So I measured this a 1/2 inch above this where this design is, because I wanted to get the bodice out of this center piece, and it's not real wide. So
17 inches. Oh
see,
yeah.
I
that comes
was cutting
right-
it close
Yep,
right there. And so
I'm going to go to the overhead so they can see that.
I cut it just like right above this. I measured all the way across. I might have measured a little bit more, but I wanted a 1/2 inch above right here. And so I measured that, and then I kept measuring, and I drew the line across, and then I cut it. Then I went to the other side and did the exact same thing because I needed both sides for my skirt. One side for the front, one side for the back. So then I ended up with this piece in the middle here, which is not very wide.
No,
about 14 inches or so, I think, if you did
Well,
it from
yeah,
here.
from there it is. It's
Yeah.
about 14 inches.
Yeah, because when I laid the bodice of this dress on there, it was right to it.
So the
And I was like,
bodice, didn't you
okay.
underline? You
I did.
underlined the bodice.
So what I had was
In
width
the
of
same
2
fabric,
yards,
right?
And so I underlined the bodice with this, and then I lined it with the ivory for the lining. And so you can get it out of this if it's a bodice,
If
a
it's
full true
if
bodice.
it's not taller than
what
this.
I call a true bodice,
Yeah.
to me is
It is to the waist,
it's
right?
to the waist,
To the waist.
and it's 14
This is
inches
a
almost.
size 6.
Yeah. So you can get it out of this.
So she got this dress out of 2 yards of this fabric.
I did. Didn't have enough to underline the back part of the bodice out of this, so I went to my stash and I had something that was pretty dang close, and so I underlined it, and then I lined it with the.
So you
the
underlined it in a blue, right? Because I know the front is underlined in,
the
but you
same
really
fabric.
you can't
can't
tell.
see it.
The front is underlined in the same fabric.
Right.
So what does it mean to underline?
I just cut 2 of the same pieces
That's right.
and sewed them
That's
together.
right. Yeah.
You know, and
So
then I did the lining.
underlining works like an interfacing.
Just an
really.
interfacing,
It
really.
gives
Yeah.
it gives it stability. Well, here's my question too. I'm gonna question you to death. I mean, because when I underline, I usually sew the dart through the fabric and the underlining together. Did you sew the underlining dart separate from the
No.
back? You sewed them together, right? That's how I do. Because really, an underlining is 2 pieces of fabric together, and then
Right.
they act as one.
As
don't
one.
They act
And
as
this is very thin, so it was not a thick. You know,
Right.
once it was done, it was no
Right.
thicker than a lining. So I sewed them both together, and you know, I just basted around the 2 pieces, and then I
right.
did the darts.
Done
and,
that.
Yeah.
And so it's lined in like an ivory or off-white, and so is the bodice. And it shows. This is a beautiful blue. I love these blues
I
from
do
Spain.
too. It was so pretty.
This is really gorgeous. And this
Lonnie said I was planning on doing the same thing with that fabric. Thanks, Regina.
good.
Good.
And Laura said the dress is beautiful. Mary Dickens, beautiful. and Grace's looks gorgeous.
Yeah, I
I
bought
Thank you,
flip-
ladies.
because this is all she showed on her sneak peek. I'm like,
Was a
Well,
corner.
what's so special about that?
I came out Wednesday and Sally asked me that, and I said, I'm not telling you.
She wouldn't tell me. Right.
I was like, no.
And then she walks in with this and this and oh yeah.
Yeah,
I love that.
I had it on the mannequin at home, and I just admired it for the rest of the week. You know, I did it
And
on
so-
Monday and Tuesday, and I was done. And I was like, okay, I'm ready to go to the next thing.
So you can, you know, a lot of times the fabric pattern will call for 45 inches in the front and 45 in the back, which is a total of 2.5 yards around. But it's not necessary with this
No.
because this is full enough, and you can see the design on
Yeah.
here. It does not really need to be more full than this.
And this fabric, you can use this piece of fabric. I was telling Sally, you can fussy cut this, and you can use this for a bodice overlay.
That's
You
right.
can cut this out and put it on the sleeve. You know,
That'd
you
be
can
pretty.
use this medallion on the
Yeah.
sleeve. Would be really, really pretty. And you can just do it all sorts of ways, but this is what I had in mind when I saw it, and so that's how.
Stephanie Dabbs has a comment. I think we all agree. I need whatever magic wand Regina has so I can sew as fast as she does. She really is the machina.
Actually,
Thank you, Stephanie.
I mean, Stephanie was just here sewing
Yes,
buttons
she
on a dress that she just made, and so that she can get it out the door. So I
That's
think she
right.
sews pretty fast too.
She does.
Yeah, that's
Grace wants to know what is the name of the fabric.
I do know it's an embroidered fabric from Spain.
Double embroidered scallop border on baby blue, and there will be a link.
And there will be a link. Yeah, Emma links this up. Double embroidered scallop border on baby blue.
Say it 3 times.
That baby buggy won't work.
Yeah. You know what I like also about the vintage patterns? I do like that they have darts because
I do
it's fitted
too.
at the waist.
Yes.
It's really, really sweet.
It makes it so. I think it's so much more feminine
It
because
is.
you look at it and it just goes in. And
Yeah.
you think back when we all kind of went in. It was like
Back in the day, we went in there,
we
didn't
went
we?
in at that point, but these are just so sweet like this,
Yeah.
and not boxy. You know.
I'm excited because we've reordered this fabric in blue, but we've ordered it in some other colors too. Because
Oh.
when it came in, I was like, we didn't know, are we going to love it or not love it? And so we didn't order a lot at one time, but it's going to be coming, and it's pretty.
Well, I might have to repeat this dress then.
Yeah, that's right. Sisters, the
Yeah,
sisters
the
going
two
to need
sisters
like
for their
a pink and a
their
blue or
6-year-old
something like
portraits.
that.
Yeah.
Oh, wouldn't that be
Yes,
pretty?
I think so.
I like
I
that
think they-
idea.
yeah.
I like that idea. That's cute.
So,
So
I might have to sweat it out again and do the other one.
but I like
No, Regina.
too that the sleeve is kind of sheer.
It is,
I
yeah.
think it's sweet that way. That's pretty.
Yep.
Good.
So
All right.
that was the big sew. The others are kind of not big sews, but
No,
they're
but they're really
pretty.
fun.
So, yeah.
I-
Well, let's go to this one.
okay. Yep.
This one, since we're doing the giveaway.
Yep. That goes. You're getting.
Okay.
If you get the giveaway, you can do this yourself.
That's right. These little pantaloons are from the Bonnie Blue Hallie pattern, and I wanted to do those with the scarlet top. This is the scarlet top in the magazine that they're going to give you. Somebody's going to win it.
Yeah.
And this fabric was just so cute. You know, the day I saw all this, I was just like, okay, the wheels are turning. I don't know what I can do. So I got it, and I wanted to smock it because I thought that'll just add a little bit more color to the front of it. So, and I piped it with the same fabric as the pants. And then I added the little band for the elastic on the outside of this fabric out of this fabric.
She said she stole an idea from.
I did, from Stephanie.
Stephanie's always
Stephanie,
got
if
this
you're watching, I stole
good
your armband,
ideas.
the sleeve
yeah,
band.
but I like this because I'm going to go to the overhead on this also. But so it's a contrasting. It's a strawberry fabric, contrasting casing on the outside instead of the inside. Here, flip it around this way. And,
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, you're fine,
not seeing
you're
it.
fine.
I forgot. We have to go the right way.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they can see that. So this is a little strawberry fabric, and this strawberry fabric is also from Spain. It's so cute.
And it's so nice to sew on. It's
Yeah.
really pretty.
So we've ordered it with red strawberries too, which hasn't come yet. But look at this cute stuff. Oh my goodness! And when Stephanie was here last time and we were showing this. It was Stephanie, wasn't it, when you came in, and you showed the stripe with this, the pink stripe. A lot of people like that.
They did.
Yeah, they like that. So this is cute. It's 60 inches wide, and it's a really sweet muted strawberry, and it has a little tiny flower on the background, and then a little jacquard design woven in like little squares.
And so if you use the green, I use the green embroidery thread to pick up the green in here, so it just added a little bit more color to it. So it came out.
Yeah, it's cute.
Lonnie says you're gonna make me spend more money.
Oh,
Hey,
and I wanted to show you.
because we have a coupon going on over this weekend, and you can use it as many times as you want.
And I wanted to show these buttons.
Okay,
I
I'm gonna
love picking out buttons to
go
go
back
on these
to the
things.
overhead on
Yes.
this.
And so
Okay.
when I was back in the button section picking out the buttons, I found these little shell type buttons that almost look like a strawberry. I mean, they are the cutest buttons.
They're cute.
Don't you think they look
Yeah,
so good
they're
on
cute.
that? I just was like,
Yeah.
oh, I love this. It's going to be perfect. So,
That's sweet.
Leilani,
Regina.
you need some pink shell buttons with this little top.
And I do like the touch of green on there too. I think that's cute.
Hang that one back up.
All right.
Okay, we'll move along to this one. This is I just brought this for fun because I made this for a special little baby, and it's using the Applique for Kids overlay on this Harper pattern from Children's Corner, and it's her first birthday, so coming up. So I did that, and this is the pattern. So you can see
That's
it.
Harper.
Yeah.
All right.
So.
So tell me about this fabric.
Oh, this fabric is so nice. I found this fabric out here 10 years ago, probably.
No.
And I should have bought everything that Sally had that day because I absolutely love it. But now, ladies, she's got in some new that looks almost just like it, and I'm so excited to do
And it has a good weight to it now
it does.
too.
Yes,
So
this
is a single layer. This collar that
Yeah.
you've embroidered on.
and she has this one, and it
right.
looks almost
I'm gonna
just
go
like it.
go to the overhead. It has the dots. These are woven in
Yes.
dots, and
And it has just a little bit of sheen to it that
Yeah.
makes the collar look really pretty, and
Yeah.
like the little sleeves. You know,
Yeah,
it
it's
just comes
pretty.
out. It's so pretty. And she has
bring it a
several
little
different.
bit
This one has
closer.
little squares on it.
these fabrics also not just for collars, but they would be great for like when you do like a little christening bubble or something
Oh,
like that, a little
yes.
boy bubble,
Yes,
a little christening
and
bubble.
a little blouse would
Yeah,
be really
the blouse
pretty
is
out of
really
it.
pretty.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're all beautiful.
So the neat thing
Great
is
texture.
because we have 9 of these different designs, and then we have a really high-end white sateen. So we've put together 2 sampler packs, 5 each, and every fabric is different. Sampler 1 and sampler 2.
You're gonna
Everyone's
love them,
different.
I'm telling you.
And one is a nice weight of white sateen.
I told her, I said, oh, okay, I have to have the sampler pack and go home and make some more overlays
I know,
because
I know,
I like to
they're-
have them on
they're
hand
nice
just to
for
make
that.
something for a
Yeah.
gift or something
Yeah.
like this, you know.
You did
And-
you did your ruffle out of that
I
too.
did,
Oh,
yeah.
I like that.
Yeah, it just matched
How
right
cute.
up.
And then of course she does her little
I
cam
do.
snaps. These
The
are the
cam
perfect
snaps.
color cam snaps.
And I know, ladies,
And on
some
the
of you
back,
asked
too.
me on Come Sew With Me about these cam snaps breaking, and I've never had one, honestly, to break or come apart. I can tell you.
And your grandkids wear them.
And they do, and they've been washed and they've been pulled on, you know, and they have not broken, they don't come apart. It's a matter of getting it in through the fabric all the way. And I'm going to do a little video and put it on my YouTube channel, and I'll let you know about it, and you can go and see exactly how I do it.
Well,
and hopefully you won't have any problems.
Yeah, Regina told me that she uses the trolley needle that fits over your finger, and it looks like an awl. It's metal to poke the hole in the.
I mark the holes, I put the 2 pieces of fabric together, and I push that through there, and it makes a perfect, nice hole that the snap just goes right through. And it's not like you're trying to push it through and think
Right.
you've gotten it all the way through the fabric when you probably really don't. And then when you go to mash on the other part of it, it only probably mashes the very tip
Oh.
of it, and that could be why you're losing parts of it. But if you have the hole and it goes all the way through, and the shank of the snap is sticking out, you'll see how much room you have to do it, you know, and it doesn't come off. And I'm telling you, because I've had to take some off.
Oh,
it
and
was
they're
not
hard.
easy.
They're hard to take off.
Yes.
Well, when you do a cam snap, I mean, you're supposed to poke a hole in it, right? So what would you normally poke a hole with? Just an awl, or
Well,
just
you
like,
know,
what would
before
you?
when I was doing it, I just put the snap on there and kept pressing and pressing
Oh,
until
until
the
it went
thing
through.
went through it, and my
Oh,
fingers
oh,
were
oh.
hurting. You know, so
Yeah.
one day I thought, why am I doing this? I just got that thing because I have it up sitting right on my sewing table to pull pleating threads with. And so I just poked that through there, and I'm like, oh my goodness, this works so well.
And her dentist told her to quit using her teeth.
Yeah, so
Don't be biting that fabric anymore.
Yeah, don't chew on this anymore either. It's like,
I love this. Now, Regina has given us a link before, and we can post that. She gets her cam snaps from Amazon.
from Amazon. Mhm.
And are they a certain size, or people ask
They
about
always
that.
ask about the size thing, and I don't. When I ordered them the first time, this is what came in, and
Yeah.
I just keep reordering the same
Yeah.
thing. You know,
And it's a big thing, a
And
variety
it's-
of colors,
they're
right?
not small. The small ones, when I went back and looked one time, I think like a 16 or 18. I don't even know the numbers, but they come in black and white.
Oh,
The other
okay.
colors all come in this other
Oh,
size.
okay.
So that's the only difference
Well,
I could ever
that's-
find in
then
it.
that'll
you
help
know.
people know, right?
Yeah, so
Yeah.
whatever it says, that's what you need to order because that's what I ordered.
It says size 20 and they're approximately half an inch.
That's
Oh, okay,
size
then that's
20,
it.
and then
All
the
right.
other that's smaller than that is a black and white.
So this collar design comes from Joy Welch, right?
It
Applique
does.
for Kids,
Mhm.
appliqueforkids.com. And she has lots of collar overlays.
She does.
You did a nice display of them one time here, and
She
I bet
probably
you
has 30,
man.
I would think.
And if you come up with another idea, she'll do that.
Yeah.
She's really
Yeah,
creative.
if
She's
whatever you
amazing.
need, she
Yeah.
does it for you, and
Yeah.
she's really good.
That's neat.
She's got 33.
Oh, you're
See? I knew,
crazy,
because
Emma.
I know I've done half of them, so I knew that. And when I looked back through her thing the
Wow.
other day, I was like, oh my goodness, I have half that to go.
Or you still have to get to work.
I
You need to
know.
take some of this white
I
fabric
had-
home with you.
I
and
had this birthday collar
sew these
in
things.
the actual collars, but not the overlay. So that's why I had to go back on there and get the
Oh.
overlay because I wanted to do it the overlay and
Well,
not the
it's
collar.
cute.
You
I
know?
love it. I love how clean it is on the edges. I mean,
Yeah,
it's really,
it's
really nice. You can trust Joy Welch in all of her designs. They're fabulous.
And if you go to the YouTube channel, Come Sew With Me, mine, you can see exactly how I do this.
Mm-hmm.
And that's how, it comes out that way. So then you'll be able to do it that same way.
Regina the Machina has been working hard.
Some days.
Yeah.
I get really with it. Some days I don't. Okay, the next one is this one. How about this one?
Okay, sure.
Okay.
This is the new Ava pattern by Children's Corner. Oh,
We'll
it's
show it
so
this way.
cute.
And then we'll lay it down here and show
Okay,
it this way.
all right. And so then I'll go to the overhead. So this little fabric, we're getting into fabrics from Spain, as you can tell. This
Get
is a
down there.
little fabric from Spain. Hey, I can go back some. Let's see. W means
Yeah.
wide, right?
Yeah. Okay.
Here
right
we go.
angle here we're
There
going.
we go. Yeah.
Yeah.
So we've had this fabric, and we thought we need to coordinate that with something,
Right.
and so we had this wonderful blue shirting, and it's the perfect match. And we're having piping made from that, and so
It's so pretty.
but anyway, it coordinates beautifully. Let's see if I can pull this down. So Regina made she did a variation of this
Mm-hmm.
which she needs to tell you how she did it. What'd you do here? Because you
Okay,
did a
I did
double
a double
ruffle.
ruffle.
Mhm.
And on the double ruffle, I just used the pattern piece. I measured the blue one 3/4 of an inch, and I moved the ruler over, and I cut off the second one.
So the
I laid-
outside one is is the size
It's the
that's
size
in here,
of this
right?
pattern,
Yeah.
and this one is 3/4 of an inch smaller
Okay.
than that one.
Right. And it's cut out on the fold, right?
Mhm.
Cut out on the fold. I think it's adorable. And then just piping, coordinating
mhm.
piping. And so we will
And
be
then it has
having
some-
kits.
Buttons that are the
Yeah.
matching buttons.
And tell them how many times you sewed the.
Oh my goodness, ladies, let me tell you. I'm
So
getting old
because-
eyes, and I probably need Cadillac surgery like Sally does.
I'm gonna have my
because I
Cadillacs removed
I
very
can't-
soon.
Can't half see, so when I was doing this, I was gonna pipe the square yoke. So I did it the first time, and I clipped it and turned it and everything, and I'm like, oh my goodness, this looks absolutely hideous. Like, what am I going to do? So I went back and I could not see the dark piping on the thing. And I have operating room lights in my sewing room, basically, because it's so bright, but I could not see it. So I thought, okay, well, the only thing to do is do this over again. And I had enough fabric. I had plenty of fabric, and my idea was to make this and a bubble to show you how it can be used. Well, I thought I just have to start over again. So I went and I wasn't about to take those sleeves off again. So I went, because it said to do that, and then I thought, but I was going to pipe that. So that's when I went to pipe it. Okay. So then I go and cut out a whole new top for it. So I start all over again, and this time I'm thinking, okay, I'm going to put the piping before I put the sleeves on because it'll make it easier. I did it again. I still had the same exact problems. I'm telling you, I was ready. There was a lot of praying going on in that sewing room that God would forgive the other things I was saying because it was not coming out. So finally I thought, okay, on the third go here, I'm not putting any piping up there. I'm going to put it across the front, and it's going to work because I'm going straight, and it did. So after I did all that, there was no fabric left for the bubbles.
No, but tell me what happened. You know, this is a directional fabric.
Yes, and I also cut out these cherries upside down a couple of times, okay? And then I cut out the skirt. I told Sally I cut out the skirts, and I had them both laying there. I had the one pin to put the placket in. I picked that right up and just cut right up the wrong direction of that one, and it was like,
so the placket was at the hem, right?
And I couldn't turn it the other way.
I told her she had to tell us about that because we all do that. We all do it. And still she finished up. She made this darling
and see,
dress.
that was the thing is that I came out on Wednesday to pick up some ribbon that didn't match the blue dress that I had, that I went out to take photographs of, and it was stark white. And I'm like, that's not the right color. So I came out Wednesday, and she had this fabric. I said, oh, I'll just make a dress tomorrow, this afternoon, and I'll get it done. Well, Thursday I finished it after 3 times of sewing it.
Well, I thought about the double ruffle because when Jane Seeley was here with us, she had
the double ruffle is really cute.
She had a blouse on that had a little double ruffle and it was in the seam. And it was so cute, and I thought, you know, this would be pretty with a double ruffle.
Yeah, she did, and then she said, oh, and you can use piping, and I'm thinking, okay, well, she wants me to pipe around the neck, so I'll go home and I'll do that. Well, no, I told my husband, I said, Sally is not getting piping around this neck. She's getting it across the front, and which pulled it together just fine.
I know.
So it's really cute.
But, you know, we were talking about it because this is so light colored and then this is dark. You know, we said, should we make the yoke in the dark? And
it wouldn't have worked.
I think it didn't work that great.
And I'll tell you another thing. When you get this home in your sewing room, this is going to look purple.
Oh, is that right?
And you're going to think, oh my God, because I did a double take. I thought, this does not match this blue, but it does really actually match the blue. It goes well with it. But in the different lights, it's going to look purple.
Well, blues can take on a cast.
They did.
Yeah. But anyway, this is cute, and if you didn't have to struggle with your
it would
have been fast.
It would have been an hour and a half dress, okay?
So this is, I think this is one everybody needs in their stash.
Not a 2-day dress, but an hour and a half dress. You could have gotten it done.
Level of difficulty is moderate, so that's you know, it's really pretty easy, and it's cute because it has the little cap sleeves option, and then it has a little ruffle sleeve option. I think it's darling. This pattern goes up to an 8, 6 months to an 8.
It really is. Really, really sweet.
Really sweet.
Yeah, so now let's just start I have one more.
Oh, you gotta show this other.
I forgot about this
really
one. This is our new look
this
pattern, okay? I came out and I picked out this Liberty, which I thought was really pretty for the summer. And so I had to find something to go with it, and this green linen was absolutely perfect.
I will go to an overhead so people
I
can
did
see
this
that.
little skirt. Oh, and my little top is up here.
And go to this.
Okay, give me your high-tech tool here. I need that just to reach this.
You do have,
Somebody
there we
put
go.
it too high for me. Here we are. Don't want to bang in the head. And here's the little. Here's the little top.
This is cute.
Whoops, we'll turn it that way. It's just plain in the front, so it's just not, with nothing. But then the back has this little crossover, and it's sewn high enough up that this doesn't really spread apart like this to show.
Right.
And so it just
was
was so sweet with this little linen skirt. So what little girl wouldn't like to wear that? And this is the little pattern.
so they can see it here. Yeah, this is sweet together. This
It was a
this
perfect
is
green.
an attached waistband
Yeah.
separate from here, so it's
separate.
not just turned.
No.
And so and the overhead we have to have it facing this way. It always seems backwards to me. I love this. One of my favorite patterns. It's called Elizabeth. This is a different colorway, but still pretty with this green.
Oh yeah, it is. I just went up there and pulled
Yeah.
that one.
But this is sweet. Where does it come? It comes all the way over. It
Yeah.
comes halfway to like this far down.
across your back. It's
Across
like-
the back comes all the way down to here, and so it really covers the center of the back. I think even an older girl would be cute
Yeah.
in this pattern.
Yeah,
I
and
love
they're
that.
all wearing these mini tops now.
I
I call them the
know,
minis
I know.
because they're really short.
Yeah.
It's like,
Do you let your daughter show her belly?
oh yeah. It's not that I like it, but she does. My granddaughters do too.
Do they?
And I'll tell you the funniest thing I think right now, and I don't know if you've seen them or not, but our girls and my granddaughters live in Charlotte. They wear all these mini dresses. And my mother said, well, you wore those too. I said, I know, but it didn't look as funny as it does now. Because when I got married, my dresses were shorter than my arms.
Oh.
and I have those photographs. So I really can't say anything about the length of them. But my goodness, when your granddaughter's 6 feet tall and she's got a dress the length of her arms,
That's what I said
it's
Sunday.
really
Oh
scary.
my
But they're
goodness.
wearing Converse tennis shoes with these dresses.
Oh.
Now, I'm telling you, I just got the video yesterday of my 8th graders doing their 8th grade graduation thing.
Yeah.
And I'm like, really? They're plunking across the stage in these adorable little mini dresses, but they've got them big old, and they wear like size 10 shoes.
Oh yeah,
So
they're
have got
tall
some
girls.
big feet in these tennis shoes.
Well,
And I thought, what happened to little, girls used to want tiny feet.
yeah.
Yeah. And you would put on a nice little sandal or something,
Yeah.
but not a thing that looks
Like
like a basketball
plonk,
player
plonk,
coming
plonk.
out there. And one of them was bright pink, and I'm just like, okay, whatever.
That's why they
Yeah.
don't take us shopping.
No, well, they'll always send me a note. Well, Mimi, I'd really like these shoes,
Uh-huh.
And I'm like, okay, well, just send me the link. And I look, and I was like, really? It's like, okay. And I just ordered Kaylee 3 pair the other day because they were on sale. I said, Kaylee, I can get 3 pair for 1 on this
Yeah.
price, But hers have the soles that are like this because she wants to be taller.
Yeah.
And so now
she's a
she's got
tiny,
these,
tiny
she's
little
tiny,
thing.
short, and she's got these big giant shoes. And I'm like, they must.
Well, Emma is 14, and she's taller than everybody. And so Sunday when she came to the house and she was getting ready to go to church, I'm like, Emma, that dress is way too short. And then she was like, I'm sorry, that kind of thing. She
Yeah.
said, I have a hard time because she's so
They're
long-legged.
tall
She's
and
really
thin.
tall,
I mean,
and
they're
then
just slim.
I had to apologize because it's like, you know what, I'm not the one to say that. I'm the grandmother.
Well, I
But
know.
I did say
Well,
it, but then it was too late.
I
I'm
sent
like,
the
I'm
pictures
sorry,
to my
I'm
mother
sorry,
and brothers,
I'm
and my
sorry.
brother sent back. So, well, what happened to the rest of their dress?
Oh.
I said, well,
I mean,
guess
she
what?
looked beautiful.
yeah,
she really
they do,
did,
and they
but
look really
she said
adorable.
but when I,
you know?
like, if she went to the store to buy it, it looked like it'd be long enough until you put it on, and your legs are
yeah,
so
when
long.
you got legs that are sticking out
Yeah,
10 feet,
yeah.
it's like, nope.
Hey Regina, we've got a question
Uh-huh.
about how you do the waistband for that skirt.
Oh, good.
Oh, with this skirt?
All right.
Well, you have a separate waistband,
I'm going to go to the overhead so
and then
you
you
can
will
show.
sew it on. You will press one side under, and then you sew it on, and then you turn it, and you leave the opening in the side seam, right here, and then you leave the part you flip over open. You sew it about halfway, and then you can slide your elastic in through there and bring it around, and then you go back and stitch that closed. And I just serged around this after I'd finished it.
How do you sew? You turned it up like that?
No,
and
I
sewed-
didn't. I actually didn't turn this
Oh,
up. I left
okay,
this down. I
okay.
just left them down and
Yeah.
serged it, and then because I think that's what it said was to turn it under. I don't
Yeah.
always do what it says, and so I just sewed it together and then serged the edges of that and left that open to put the elastic through.
So was this? Oh no, you actually. The skirt is actually gathered to
Mhm,
that band,
yeah.
so the band is not as wide as the skirt. I think that's what makes it look better.
Yeah,
I like it like that. That's cute.
yeah. The skirt is gathered up, and you sew it to
Yeah.
the waistband.
So I have the waistband pulled as far
Mhm,
as I
right.
can. And then, yeah, I love
It just
that.
adds more fullness to it.
It does.
You know, if you just did it with the elastic, then it's not going to be that full.
Well, then also, if you just do it, if your waistband is as full as a skirt, or if you just turn the skirt over, sometimes it bunches weird, you know, and then it's like all clunky and weird looking.
Right.
This looks really cute. I'm looking. 2 side seams. Yes, 2 side seams. Cute. I love it. I love that top. The top
We've
is.
got some funny comments.
Oh, we
about
do?
the conversation. So Meg Ross said, my older girl wore Converse with her wedding dress. My other daughter had high heels that were very fancy. Such different personalities.
That's right.
And Jamie said, it's so hard as a mom of 3 teens to find something that passes the blink test. I think I've said no more times than I've blinked my eyes in my lifetime.
Yeah.
I mean, my first reaction, and she looked beautiful in the dress, but my first reaction was like, that's way too short.
I know, and I guess one of the
Oh, my
things is
goodness.
because my daughter, Kaylee, is short. You know,
Yes,
she's really
yeah.
tiny and petite. Well, when
Uh-huh.
her little dresses are short, they don't look that
I
short because she
know.
doesn't have that
I
much
know,
legs sticking out.
right.
But when their legs is almost as
I
long as she
know.
is tall,
Yeah,
it's like,
you're showing way
whoa.
too much leg.
yeah, and it's like, what's going to happen when you sit down in that?
Or
you know?
bend over. Don't you hate to see old ladies like us that have these like little A-line knit dresses that are above the knee, and then they're like, don't be bending over to pick up your purse. 'Cause
No.
that is not a pretty sight.
it's not going to be pretty. That is
And
absolutely
like,
for sure.
you're gonna have to do your knee
You
squats
gotta
to
do
get.
squat like you're doing your dunk to the queen. You know, it's like,
Don't be tipping over in that one.
I'll tell you, I had a funny little thing to that when my husband was in the Navy when we were married, and so I went to visit him, and I had to.
Diana
I
cracking
got
up.
to stay on the ship with him. Well, the only clothes I had taken were dresses, you know, back then.
Yeah.
They were all very short. Well, the day it came time to get off the aircraft carrier,
Oh.
I had to climb over the side down a rope
Oh.
to get to the little boat waiting at the bottom.
Did you wear your pretty bloomers?
I don't know, the bloomer back then. But that was not exciting, I can tell you, for
Oh.
me.
It's
The
like,
guys down there going like,
Yeah.
come on, I guess they were excited. But you're on an aircraft carrier with 3,000 guys, you know, and then they tell you have to climb over the side. I'm like, really?
oh my goodness, Regina.
That
Oh
was,
man.
yeah, that was a real experience.
Oh.
Like, no more mini dresses after that. It's like,
Gonna
my
be
husband
wearing-
kept saying, didn't you bring pants for this trip? Didn't you bring pants? I was like, no, why would I need pants? And then he's like, because you got to climb over the
Oh
ship.
man.
like,
Oh my.
Just
goodness.
throw me, you know. Well, we have a pretty fabric, so
We
can
do.
talk about
We can
this.
talk about something different. We just got in. I always want to
Look
say
at this.
Boo and Lou, Belle and Boo. This is Belle and Boo. Belle and Boo. Right?
It is so cute. It is.
So this is a border. Came in yesterday. So excited. With the cutest little children that are playing in the sand. Oh, I love their artwork. And so we have, I don't know, maybe 7 different, from some are florals. I'll show you. One is a kite.
Well, show them the one that could go with that one.
Yeah,
could
this
go with
one this one can go with it.
Yeah, this one.
This is okay. This has little children playing at the beach.
We'll turn it around.
I'm going
this
to
way
turn it
too
around
for people
and
to see.
do
Yeah.
the overhead. Oh,
This
you
is
guys,
so
this is
cute.
really darling. Really darling. And all these little kids, here's our little redheaded girls playing at the
Mhm.
beach. And I mean, just
Sandcastles.
everything is
yeah.
kind of like sweet. That's what I love about it. It's just kind of sweet. And sweet and precious.
Yeah, sweet and precious.
I
That's
love
for
it.
sure.
But then we have kites. Look at how neat that is. So you could see, you could do a a boy's John, and
Oh yeah. This
these would be
this
very
is brother sister thing because the dress could be made out of this.
yes,
And,
yeah,
the
that's
John
right.
John. Yeah.
That's right. This would be cute with a pleated insert
It would be adorable
with
kites.
kites.
Mhm.
Yeah, on it. Is there a smocking plate with
Oh,
kites?
I'm sure there is.
I'm not sure we have one, but
Well, I'm sure there's one
that
out there.
would be cute. That would be cute.
Yeah.
So I wanted to show you that these are from Michael Miller, but the designer is Belle and Boo.
We have 8 fabrics from that collection, and they're all based off of hand-drawn illustrations.
Oh, they are. Well, that's
These-
why I
these-
like it so much. All based off hand-drawn illustrations. We have 8. 4 of them are florals, and then we have these other adorable little things. Yeah. So come up with ideas.
Okay, so look, you
Emma,
know,
just put it on. Put
you
it
can,
online.
you can do this one, and you can do this one at the bottom.
You could put it together.
You can put this together
Right,
because it has
right.
the blues in it,
Right.
and it would be so sweet.
I love
Border
that.
print. Oh, I do too. That's cute.
I do love it. So then we had Meg Ross ask us if we would show, I mean, we have the small strawberries from Fabric Finders. This is a new, and then the large we've had. And so Meg asked if we would show the two of them together. I'm going to go to the overhead so she could see the scale of the two of them together. So these are, I mean, was in love with this big one, and now I'm in love with the little one. So they're really sweet.
Yeah. So if you she really wanted to know here.
Oh, you can measure.
The largest
right?
strawberry is probably an inch. Right here.
Oh, down here. I'm
Yeah.
like,
And then
that
this
looks
one
more
up,
like, that looks more like 2 inches to me.
and then the large one up here is 2 inches. So there's an inch and a 2 inch
Yeah,
strawberry.
yeah. So along the same line, I'm going to show you this because the sailboats, and the same thing. The sailboat, the larger sailboat was first, and then the babies came second. And they're really sweet together too.
This one's 2.5 inches, and this one's probably an inch, a little over
Yeah,
inch and a half. Yeah. So they're about equal.
So you can see, like if you were doing coordinates,
Mm-hmm.
these would work
Oh,
really
that'd be
great.
perfect.
Wouldn't that be
yeah,
cute?
really
Yeah.
cute.
Yeah.
You use this one, you'll be all ready for the 4th of July at the beach too. The sailboats.
You know what? That's
Yeah.
true. That's true.
And how about these fabrics? You want to show
Oh,
the big fabrics?
yeah, definitely. We'll,
Yeah.
we'll do this first. Hey, talk about your bonnets first.
So, this little bonnet is out of the
We're
classic.
all over the. I'm all over the place
Well,
today. I'm so
We're
sorry.
talking about this one is out of the Classic Sewing magazine,
Mhm.
the new one, and Jeannie Baumeister, and it is just adorable. I think it's really precious, and if you just it doesn't take very long to make it, so you can whip this
And-
up for a gift. And
It has a little casing in the back.
I love the way she did the technique on this. She used an insertion that you sew under it and then flip it back over with this piece of lace, so that then you can run the ribbon under the insertion. It's not beading, it's insertion.
Ah.
And so then it shows up, and she did the same thing for shadow embroidery or shadow ribbon on the side.
Oh,
where you sew this
okay,
under
we're going
it.
to go to overhead so you can show that nice and close. Okay, let
Yeah.
me get you closer.
So you can just see that it's barely pink. Might be hard in this light because it is
Yeah.
barely pink, but it has the pink ribbon under it.
Like behind, like
Well,
back here.
Yeah, you sew it for the
Oh,
when you turn your
yeah,
edge,
yeah.
you just sew the ribbon over it, and then it has the ribbon through the back
And
of
so
it.
that's
pink,
barely pink around
Yeah.
the back, and then
and then it has this little pink insertion under here, and you sew it in the back, flip it over, and then you pin stitch the edge of that.
but this is an insertion and an edging sewn
right,
together,
sewn
right?
together.
Uh-huh.
hmm
And then
Yeah.
these little tucks. Did
Little
you do
tucks.
these not with a pin tuck foot?
No, these are folded.
They're
tucks.
folded tucks.
These are folded tucks.
How'd you get them so even?
Following her directions and praying a whole lot when you're
Because
sewing it.
they're
but
really even.
yeah,
they're
they're
really pretty.
sewn a half an inch apart, and they're
and then
you-
this is all done
and
by
this
hand,
is,
right?
Yeah, the hand. Practicing my hand embroidery,
Ah.
and so yeah, I did a little feather stitching with little bullion rows on it.
That's pretty.
Mhm. So
That's
it's-
really pretty.
I love the ones on the side of the ribbon. Those are so cute.
Oh, look at that.
I did a little
Yeah.
bullion rows on the ribbon to hold it.
Tiny.
You can use it. You could sew a little button on there, or you can just
Uh-huh.
fold it up and put a little bow if you wanted it. But I just did a
Aw.
little flower. So they're
very,
fun.
very sweet.
TV shows that are boring, you sit there and sew and listen.
That is
Yeah.
sweet.
So Valerie has a question. She says, "Does the blue shirting match the sailboat fabric?" I'm thinking she's talking about the blue piping fabric. So let's do a
That's a good idea.
see
Let's
if it matches.
Oh my goodness. Oh, ho, ho, ho.
A perfect
this
match.
is a
Good eye,
perfect
Valerie.
match.
Way
Oh
to go,
my
Valerie. You're doing
goodness.
good. You're paying attention a
It
lot
matches
more.
this right here. I
It
love
does.
that. All right, I'm going to hold it up for,
Yeah. Can they see?
yeah. Oh, I love that.
That's a great idea, Valerie.
So we will have ready-made piping Man, that's pretty together. Oh,
And ruffle.
yeah, I am getting a ruffle made, like the tiny ruffle that we have out of the Legacy rosebuds.
Mhm.
So it's going to be
And
small.
you won't have to do it yourself.
I know. And that should be here within a week.
This would
Oh,
be
man,
really
I
pretty
love that
together.
together.
Yeah.
Wow.
Hey.
Thanks, Valerie.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of times,
We might have seen this later as we were putting this back and think, well,
People-
that really went together, but we didn't even tell
I
them
know
that.
people place orders and you're like, how in the world did they know to match those?
Yeah.
It's really impressive when you match things online and then you place the order and we've got them cut and stacked up ready to ship and like, wow, that's pretty.
Yeah,
That looks
well-
good together. Things that we hadn't ever looked
You
at
had a
before.
catchy eye, Valerie.
Yeah, that's neat. So let's pull out.
That would be cute for shirt and shorts. Oh,
So look at these cute pajamas that Emma found online, and these. And she said, "Hey, we have this fabric." And sure enough, people, we have this fabric, and it's a sateen, and they
it's
made cute little
summer pajamas.
yeah summer pajamas, and
You can make a summer
It's
muumuu. You
exact-
can make a summer
yeah.
dress. I mean, it'd be
Isn't that
so
neat?
pretty for a beach dress, you know?
And then this.
She had a pattern here. It's like, you could use it for this pattern as well.
Oh, that's
you know?
right. That's right. That's
This little
pretty.
dress, yeah.
So we have this fabric too. This is hibiscus.
hmm
We have that. We have this beautiful yellow fabric with big flowers, and that is. Here is the. Oh, sorry. I know.
Keep going.
We keep, okay. We need help around here. We forget that we're still on the overhead. So these pajamas are perfect, and that it's from this fabric right here. Isn't that neat? So then that's still a sateen.
It's really pretty when you find these things that you're like, wow, look at that.
Oh, I know. And then this is this cute stuff.
Uh-huh.
So seashells.
The seashells, yeah.
Look at that. Which way do they go? Up, probably. Yeah.
hmm
So this goes with,
This.
and okay, I'm gonna go to
Look,
overhead, but
gotta
I'm not gonna forget this time. Okay, see that? Look at that.
Really cute.
I bet our long-legged girls would like this.
Oh, they would love those.
They would like that, wouldn't they?
Mm-hmm.
But then, I mean, we know that these came from manufacturers, but we don't know who the designers are so often. And so when we come across one, we're like,
Yeah.
hey, it really is. That's cool. So here we have this knit. This is.
Oh, I didn't realize that was knit.
This is a knit, and it's a big pink gingham with watermelons on it.
This one.
And I'll show it to you. Look how cute this is. I mean, this is cute. So we're going to go overhead for just a second and show you right here. We're going to slide this guy over.
Oh, this one's gotta move.
Yep, you got to move, baby.
Next one. Next one's
And
turn.
here we go with that.
Look how
And
cute
here's
that
the
is.
fabric.
And this has black piping on it.
Yep.
And it's so pretty.
I love that.
Yeah.
And that would be comfortable.
Uh-huh.
And then
And it's so funny because this really does not look like a knit, but it is.
this one
I'll move this one.
has swimsuits on it. Look at this. This feels good. I was thinking it was a swimwear knit. This is not a swimwear knit. This is a really soft drapey
Oh.
knit. So this one is,
This one.
yep. So here we go to an overhead to show you what this is. And we are going to be, I got to go back, don't I? We're going to do wide. Here we go. Look how cute that is.
That is so cute. And all of us, it's dreams of being in a bikini. Hey,
Yeah.
here we are. We can be in one.
Wearing my bikini.
And we will be covered up. Yes.
Here,
See?
she's wearing her bikinis.
I
Only I have to wear like 45 of them to cover my body.
Well, it doesn't matter. You got a bikini on.
Yeah, that's right. Got my bikini. Oh, my granddaughters are like, Gigi, you're wearing a bikini.
I can just hear Joe when you say, "Honey, I made myself a bikini."
Yeah, that's right. You're like, what?
Poor man would be like,
Oh.
He's probably out there filling up the pool right now.
Yeah, that's
right.
I got the pool filled, honey.
"Oh, God."
Mine's gonna be a turtleneck bikini. Turtleneck and long sleeves. You know, they call it a rash guard. I call it a cover up your flying squirrels.
Sally, will you make me a moo-moo bikini?
Yeah, a moo-moo-kini.
There we go.
Moo-kini.
That's perfect. I love it.
Anyway, this is on sale. I'm gonna
$5.99.
$5.99.
$5.99.
What?
Well, I'm gonna have a mookini too. A moo-moo-kini.
65 inches wide. 65 inches wide.
Whoa.
Okay.
Hey, well, I feel really good because it won't take quite that much.
It's like, you think it'll go around me? That's what I like.
I think I only have to buy a yard.
You know what? I could get out of one length.
Yeah, there you go.
That is
Oh, that
comfortable.
is-
I need to make myself one to
I
go to the
know.
beach.
That is nice.
Anyway, fun that we have these cute things for you.
That is for sure.
Yeah.
I'm glad you pulled that one out.
I know, it feels amazing
Oh.
too. It does.
It definitely does.
We do have a new
So-
product that to go with our
Oh,
romantic
yes.
roses. We had bias made. So isn't it sweet?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm thinking, like, I didn't get any farther on my nightgown than the last time I
Is
showed
that
it.
expected or what?
And hopefully I can find the pieces. You know, they're buried somewhere around here. But I'm thinking that I might.
She'll probably find a piece of it and so it's something else and they think that's what it went for.
I'm gonna start a new trend. But that would be pretty around the neck. This little bias
Oh, it would,
with
yes.
the little tiny ruffle going down toward the yoke
Right.
instead of standing up. I think I might do that. So anyway, it's not online yet, but it'll be there soon.
It's really pretty.
Yeah. Yep. That's right.
Okay.
So what else do we know?
Have we gabbed and gushed it?
Yeah.
We've gabbed. I hope you've been gushing.
Anyway,
I think we're down to
we're down to our drawing.
drawing.
We're down to
Yeah.
our drawing.
Let's find our giveaway here.
Okay, we have this and the
And the
pattern.
pattern somewhere here is
The pattern is underneath,
so we'll find it.
and we have a stack of white
Oh,
fabric.
you're gonna love this giveaway. Oh,
Yeah.
look at that. It's over here
So
somewhere.
we have a stack of these 3 white fabrics, enough to do a lot of collars and embroidered collars. So anyway, we have, let's see, so
And what was
Regena.
the question this week?
Oh, you know, the question was about, we put in our newsletter yesterday, our little tidbits on Thursday. We talked about Madeira embroidery. And so Madeira, Portugal, they've had for, well, since I think the 1800s, the most incredible embroidered
Yes.
linens, like table linens, napkins, runners, tablecloths, things like that, that they're very, very valuable. Now you can
They
still
are very valuable.
come across a great buy if somebody doesn't know what they have.
Yeah, but if you go on Etsy and look them up,
Mm-hmm.
be sitting down,
Yeah.
okay? Because I did that after Sally was talking
Oh, did
about
you?
it. And there was a tablecloth and I think 10 or 12 napkins that was $1,200 and something dollars.
That's right.
And I said, oh my goodness, who would ever wipe their mouth on this?
I know.
You know, I mean, I can't even imagine.
Well, my grandmother
Oh.
did hand embroidery, but hers were more functional. Like she did dish towels that were the days of the week and
Right.
that type of thing. They were really cute. But these
they're
are
exquisite.
just
Oh, my goodness.
unbelievable. And so, what made me start thinking about it is we have a lot of Swiss organdy in colors,
Mm-hmm.
and it's kind of hard to find. We have that on sale right now, but those linens. They used colored embroidery, and so
They
does
did.
Evie at
Yeah.
A Bit of Stitch.
Yeah.
Evie, if you go to abitofstitch.com, Evie uses organdy, and she uses it sometimes as an underlay too when
Right,
she's
yeah.
embroidering. And so, anyway, I put it with like luxurious things
Mhm.
because it's
Well,
expensive.
the royalty used it.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, they
That's
went
right.
for that embroidery and it was just beautiful.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I'm going to do up some stuff. I told Sally today I'm going to use some of it and make up some things, so be on the lookout for that.
Good, good. Yeah, we're gonna take her home loaded, loaded, loaded. Not loaded, but
I might
loaded
need to be
with
loaded.
stuff, so that she can bring us some really cool things next
My
time.
friend sent a text the other day, and she was sewing, and she said something that she had done, and she said, oh, she was tired. I said, but you might need that drink now. Oh, she was making herself some really nice tea, and I said, how about adding the rum to it?
Oh.
And if you're watching, you know who you are.
Oh, if you know, you know.
Yeah.
Meg Ross, she said, I'm working on dish towels for my kids as wedding gifts, carrying on the tradition of my mom. She made them a shower gifts for those she loved.
Oh, that's so
Oh.
nice. Yeah.
Well, you know what? My grandmother made these the days of the week towels, and she sent them to somebody that she really was a really good friend who lived in Kansas. My grandmother lived in Michigan, and she never used them because she didn't want to mess them up. But after my grandmother passed away, she mailed them back to us, thinking that somebody would love them, and I'm like, I would love them. And so I have them. I
Oh,
never
that is
used them
so
either. You know, it's like,
nice.
I don't want to hang them up and use them and wear them out.
That's history.
Yeah.
You know.
But it is really special.
Yeah.
And I loved hearing your comments about your grandmothers, seeing them embroider, and then you have some of their special
Right.
things, and some of y'all collect this.
Mm-hmm.
And so, anyway, it's pretty
It is
interesting.
very special.
Yeah, it
you know,
is.
and one day it'll be a lost art because, you know, kids today, they don't want to learn this.
Well, they said when I was reading about it, there were a lot of interesting articles, and I'm always like, I try to give credit to everybody because I'm always stealing all their information. It's like, it's out there. I'm going to just say, this came from here,
Right,
here, here,
yeah.
and here. Even the Smocking Guild had in their, I think it was in their newsletter or maybe on their blog, they had information about Madeira linens some time back, and it was very good. It was really thorough. But anyway, it's why I told you all that. I can't even remember what the end of that story was, but anyway, you got that part.
You got some new information.
Oh, me.
Oh, we'll think of something else too,
Yeah.
you know, before it's time.
So who's our winner?
Christy Ballou Seal. I would love an issue of Classic Sewing Magazine and the shirting. Thank you for the giveaway.
Yay! All right, Christy. And we
Yeah.
will contact you and everybody else. Don't let anybody try and scam you. You know?
That's right. They're not
Yeah.
selling anything, so don't give them your credit
That's
card.
right.
You know.
That's right. But thank you so much for joining us, and we'll see you next week. Have a good weekend.
Happy Memorial Day. Stay safe.
Mm-hmm.